Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. These are your readings from May the 1st until May the 15th of 2020. I will be doing a Celtic cross, but I will be starting this reading with some planetary news. Just looking quickly at the stars. If you want to stick around, you may do so. As with the reading today, I will be taking the Connolly tarot for the main spread. I will be taking a couple of cards from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. At the end of the reading, you'll be able to ask your question and get an angel answer. I will be using the Vera Sibilla, which I use many times, usually on the longer readings. I will be clarifying the reading with the small Rider-Waite. And I will also be taking a couple of personalized messages from the characters that are showing up in the reading. So do stay until the end of the reading. I will have in the description box below the timestamp, so when the tarot starts, for those of you that are not interested in the astrology. Also, I'd like to mention that I do take a guidance card every day on social media. My links are in the description box below. And I also do a reading, the daily divine spread for all of you, and I keep you guided daily as what is going on the collective scale, but as well as on a personal. I do read the cards as they speak to me, how I feel they should be read. So I do hope that you are enjoying these daily readings. Okay, I think I will leave it at that. Let's start off with the astrology a little bit for May, as I always do more astrology at the beginning of the month than in the mid-month readings. I'm also uploading, I forgot to say, love readings. Okay, and the love readings usually go from mid-month to mid-month of the next month. So I've done April until mid-May now. You can watch those. They're up on my channel. I think that's all I've got to say. Let's quickly look at May and the astrology. What is important to say is that Venus moving through the sign of Gemini, she's actually going to be turning retrograde on the 12th or 13th of May, depending on where you are in the world. Venus will be retrograding until roughly the end of June. She'll be coming out of shadow in July, so she will be in that sign, the sign of Gemini, for quite a while. She will be squaring over to Neptune in the sign of Pisces. It will be, most of her transit, her retrograde motion will be squaring Neptune, and this is Venus trying to make sense. Okay, where there is no sense, where there is confusion, Neptune. She's also going to be showing us what is valuable, what we love, what is the truth, because Gemini is all about the truth. It's all about communicating. Communicating in relation to what is important to us, what we want to manifest. Now we know that Venus moving through the sign of Gemini, right across is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, which is right across, it's in opposition to Gemini. Sagittarius is all about the truth. So Venus is now trying to communicate and work through any problems. We know that with retrograde motion, it's a time to redirect the energy, go inwards, as we know that the planet is more closer to the earth, and therefore its energy is more amplified. And interesting to know that Jupiter, the day after, will be retrograding. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is right across. So that'll be interesting. Now, what else we've got in the month of May is that we're having a super full moon in the sign of Scorpio. We know that Scorpio is already very deep and transformative. So things that have been hidden, which is Scorpio, secrets, fears that have been hidden, that haven't been shown to us, will be, as a full moon is a culmination. There's a lot of light. It's the reflection of the moon and the sun. So we get to see what endings are around the archetype of Scorpio. Okay, so that's going to be happening on the 7th of May. Okay, 7th of May, and that'll be very interesting, as we know it's going to be very transformative, whatever we're going to be shown. Now, that's the new moon. We had a new moon in Taurus at the end of April, and now we're going to see the full moon culmination in the sign of Scorpio. And we know that Scorpio and Taurus are right across from each other. Whenever there is a new moon in one sign, the opposite sign has the full moon. So, new moon in Taurus, as we're still in Taurus season, happy birthday to those of you that are Tauruses. We always have that new moon in our birthday. So obviously the moon is brand new in the sign of Taurus. Now we're going to see the culmination in the sign opposite, which is Scorpio. And, well, it's going to be very interesting to see. Now we're going to have in the month of May, on the 22nd of May, we're going to have a new moon in the sign of Gemini, as we will, towards the end of May, we move into the time of Gemini. So I'm going to wish those of you that are Gemini happy birthday for the later part of May. You will be having your new moon. So a new moon in the sign of Gemini at on the 22nd of May. Now, on May 11th, Mercury will be entering Gemini, as Mercury is still now in the sign of Taurus. Okay, so today is the 30th of April, and Mercury is still transiting through the sign of Taurus. As I said, on the 11th, moves into Gemini. We know that Mercury rules Gemini, and therefore this will be strong communication. We know Mercury is about business, collaboration, anything to do with the internet, okay, anything electronic, anything that speaks to mobility, and anything surrounding communication. And at the end of May, Mercury on the 28th will be moving into the sign of Cancer. Now, so Venus will be transiting through the sign of Gemini the whole of the month. Mars will be entering Pisces, as Mars is still transiting through the air sign of Aquarius. Mars, and Mars is fire, air is what is Aquarius, so fire and air, there's quick movement with Mars through the sign of Aquarius. On May 13th, Mars will be moving into Pisces. That nebulous area of Pisces will be slowing Mars down. Mars is practically, that's how I feel, Mars slows down in Pisces, as there is a lot of nebulous, yes, lack of clarity, but it's also, Pisces is a water sign. So water trumps fire, it puts it out, so it slows it down. Okay, Jupiter, as I said, will be retrograding, yes, in the sign of Capricorn still. Saturn on May 11th will start retrograding back. Saturn in Aquarius, it's roughly just past the 1 degree. It will be moving back towards the area of Capricorn. Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius, so it's comfortable in both places, but Saturn in Aquarius is more lighter. It's not as heavy as what in Capricorn. Now it's moving back towards Capricorn again. It's going to finish anything that it left behind. And we know that Saturn is much more heavier in Capricorn, but it will be moving backwards to, re-look at something before it starts to move direct again. So they're the most important things to mention. I just wanted to mention also that full moon in the sign of Scorpio will be around the 17-degree mark on May 7th. So for those of you that are familiar with your charts, you can see what is happening around that 17th degree mark. If you've got something around the 17th degree of any fixed signs, because Scorpio is fixed. So the fixed signs are Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay, so anything that is any planets or points that you've got around those degrees, it means that you will be affected very strongly by this full moon. Also, I'm going to mention the most important thing I nearly forgot is that around the 5th of May, the nodes, North Node, South Nodes of the moon will be changing. North Node in the sign of Cancer will be moving into Gemini, and the South Node in the sign of Capricorn will be moving into Sag. We know that the nodes move in the opposite way to what the planets do. So we're leaving the areas Cancer, home, Capricorn, work, career, and we're moving into North Node in Gemini, which I've already mentioned what Gemini is all about, and Sagittarius is all about freedom, going on that adventure. That's where the South Node will be, leaving old structures, old beliefs in the past. We know that the South Node is something that's very familiar to us, and it's very, very karmic. So leaving things to do with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is also foreigners. It's also higher education. It's the house of philosophy, and we know that Gemini is all about learning in a group environment, what is close to our foundation, our neighborhood, any teachings and anything to do with, again, communication. Fresh energy is Gemini, whereas Sagittarius is more the philosophy. It's the wisdom, the wise. So North Node will be moving into Gemini, South Node will be in Sagittarius. Okay, and I will more than likely put in something. I'm going to do another video more than likely on the nodes as soon as I have these videos up. So I want to leave the astrology where it is at the moment. Thank you so much for listening. Let's now go on to your tarot reading, everyone. Hello, dear Leo. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and this is your general and love reading for the beginning until mid-May of 2020. Thank you so much for being here. And let's go on to your Celtic cross, as I do at the beginning of the month. Leo, what's going on with you? What is happening with you? I hope you have listened to the first part of the video, as I do mention the cards and other things about the astrology. Leo, let's see what's going on with you. General and love reading. What does Leo need to know, please, Spirit? In the now position, we've got the Four of Wands. What is your challenge? We have the Seven of Cups. There's confusion in relation to a stable relationship, to a home, to a family situation. What's at the foundation is the Tower. So something is coming down. It's unstoppable. For some of you, this may have been long-lasting. This is an epiphany. This is a perception. You've seen the truth after the confusion. But, and this is giving you, yes, you've got lots of choices. What are you going to do? Let's take the recent past position. Seven of Wands. You've been working towards something, pushing towards something. I'm going to say that you're practically there. Now, this is Neptune, okay? This is Neptune. This is Scorpio, Uranus. Uranus brings the house down. If someone needs their freedom, they're going to bring the house down, okay? If someone needs to have the clarity, if there's been deception, They're going to get the clarity. You've received the clarity you have, or the person that you're dealing with has, around some sort of a celebration, some sort of a strong connection. As in the Connolly Tarot, we've got two people here. Okay? Two people. Let's see what is on your mind. We've got the Four of Swords. You're not doing anything right now. Why are you not doing anything? You're trying to find your path. Some of you are meditating. Others of you, because of this lockdown, you're not able to take the action. Or the person you're dealing with is not able to become the warrior, speak their truth. Maybe someone's been holding on to their emotions and their feelings and not being open about them. Now, this does speak of many times that someone's been through a lot of heartbreak and they're trying to make sense of everything. What is in the near future? We've got the Empress. And the Empress can be a mother. This is manifestation. Okay, this is Venus, and Venus is Taurus, Libra. We've got fire here, which is you, dear Leo. We've also got Pisces, which is water, and we've got air, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Let's see what is in the position of you. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, dear Leo. Some of you may have strong earth in your chart. This is the Virgo card for me mainly. So this could say that some of you are on the cusp with Virgo, but it could also be a earth sign that you are expecting. They're very, very slow moving. Someone is planning. This could be you, a side of you that's planning as well. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is someone they don't move forward unless they are certain about where they're heading towards. Okay, so what's around you? We've got the Eight of Swords. More fears, a sense of being blocked, not being able to get out, this lockdown. Look at this woman. She's behind, she's stuck somewhere. She's behind those, a prison. Something is holding her inside, while the swords, anything to do with clarity, is on the outside. Did I say woman? It looks like a man, actually. Someone is imprisoned by their own thoughts. Let's take a look at the hopes and fears. And we've got two of Pentacles. You're hoping that they will make the right decision. If you are dealing with someone that has been juggling, this could also be you. You've been juggling between ideas, between two situations, between two people. We know that the Empress is all about creation and patience and love and values. She is a number 3, which speaks of expansion. And the Empress is also someone that is very beautiful, someone that is, draws in the opposite sex, as she's got a lot of magnetism. She's very beautiful. She's anything beautiful. Let's see what is the outcome. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Your pentacle is coming, dear Leo. It's coming slow and steady. Now, the pentacle can mean a connection. It can mean a marriage. It can mean a child. This could be the birthing of a child, as the Empress could be pregnant. The Ace of Pentacles could also be a promotion if this is business. After confusion, there has been a major change that you're going through, Leo. In the near future, you are creating. The physical, tangible results are slow moving, but they're coming. Don't let fear hold you back now. You may be dealing with someone that has got their own issues. For whatever reason, they're bound and chained to a situation. So this means that they need to understand that this is that they're holding themselves back. There is really no prison here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Four of Cups. And in the Connolly Tarot, we've got the person, they are aware of this offer. Okay, usually someone is bored, they're not willing to accept the cup, they're not focusing on that. Okay, here we've got some sort of a celebration that is becoming stable. The angel spirit is bringing you that Ace of Cups in. The offer is here. Now we're moving into Venus retrograde on the 12th or 13th of the month. So this is people coming back from the past, could be. An offer being put on the table again. What's beneath that? We've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, we know, is someone that is ready to walk through a new doorway. They have made their choice, I would say, more than likely, as usually it shows someone who has their back turned to one of the wands. So they're leaving something that they were passionate about once upon a time, and now they're moving to something new, a new desire. And this second wand is being brought in by those birds. So the news is that whatever you're feeling, whatever you're desiring, this is a reflection of the desires of the person that you're thinking about. What do we have here? The Three of Cups. It shows two people here. They're being blessed. In the Connolly Tarot, we've got differences, as you can see here. And I'm going to say that for those of you that are at a distance to each other, there is a sense of someone trying to drown their sorrows, their pain. We've got the Seven of Cups here, which can mean escapism. It is Neptunian. But it's also an illusion, let's not forget. The challenge is to have the clarity and see what's going on with your stability, your happiness here. Let's take some different cards. Let's take the normal Rider-Waite Tarot, the mini tarot, and see what's this Four of Wands all about. We have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant does speak of marriage, yes, commitment. This is Taurus, this is values, this is religion, our beliefs. This is a connection, a very strong connection, a spiritual connection as well. What's that Seven of Cups? And we've got the Two of Wands. Your challenge was to turn your back on any connection that you did not feel that you were connected on a spiritual level with, dear Leo. I'm going to stop with those cards. I want to look at your love life. Okay, we know that the Hierophant can speak of family, can speak of traditions as well. Let's look at your love life. This Spirit, Archangel Michael, what's going on with Leo and their love life? What does Leo need to know? We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You know, new love means a new beginning in love, obviously. For some of you, it could be someone brand new. Let's see what else we've got. We've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Now, if this is someone coming back from the past, it means that you did not connect, you did not go into a relationship. It may have just been someone that you know. For others of you, singles, this is a brand new love, obviously. And we've got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this is saying that you're dealing with two people, as we've got the attraction card and then the unrequited love. What's at the bottom of the deck? Love yourself first, dear Leo. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We've got passion here, and then love yourself first. This could be the one. So I'm going to say, dear Leo, that you may have been in a connection where there was no clarity. You felt as though the love was unrequited. But what this is saying to me is that that was not correct, as the person you're dealing with is viewing you as the Empress. Let's take one more card on that unrequited love. And we've got the true love. So, I believe that this is more about a confusion, something that you believed, or either you were in a past commitment where there was unrequited love, and now you've got true love as the new love has come in, and you're seeing the truth. This is your world changing erratically. As the tower, the reading sits on the tower, it's sudden. Some of you, as I said, it was very long lasting. It took you a while to clear the confusion. And so yes, if you were in a relationship that was not feeding you what was necessary, not giving you the oxygen that you needed, then the unrequited love means, usually unrequited love is someone who, is more, they love themselves more. So we know that loving is caring and sharing. So you're coming out of any relationships that were not feeding your soul here. That's what I see, Leo. Let's take more cards. Okay, the door is open. You're turning your back on any confusion. Of course, the person, your new love that is coming in, or could be an acquaintance from the past, if they were in another connection and the love was unrequited, then they're actually going to break out of this prison. Their thought process is going to change, and they're dropping. One of the pentacles will go from the 2 to the 1, which means this is a decision that is made, something to do with stability. And if you are dealing with an earth sign, yes, they are very slow moving, as I said. Let's take the tower, and we've got the devil. No doubt, this is an amazing tower, and I always say that I love the tower. Let's look at that 7 of Wands in the recent past. 5 of Cups. Don't cry over spilt milk. When things are meant to change, when things come to an ending, it's time to realize that and move forward. Pick up your pieces and know that you are worthy of love. You've got the Empress in the near future. Let's look at that 4 of Swords. What's on your mind? Yeah, I think that you've been stuck in that too long. I think it's time to take the action, dear Leo. Leave those 8 cups behind and move. Okay, once you have the clarity, someone has been pulling the wool over your eyes. The challenge was to see it. The doors are open for you. And Leo is all about taking the action. So I don't know what happened there. I think it was more about your mind was playing games with you. Someone was playing games with your mind. Now, Leo, you may have strong air in your chart as well. Let's look at the Empress. And we've got the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is someone that's been through the ringer. They've been through pain. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady movement. Slowly moving into reciprocity. There will be generosity with this Knight of Pentacles that is coming forward. And you, of course, whatever you receive, you will be giving back. Now, some of you are slowly moving into thinking about divorce. Legally separating if you were in a commitment, a marriage. Let's look at this 8 of Swords. And we've got the Death card, which is great. There is change here, transformation. The Death card is talking about great changes. Let's look at that 8 of Swords again. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, everyone. Same card. They're slow moving. Transformation takes time. Now, you may also be dealing with a Scorpio, someone who's got strong Scorpio in their chart. What's that 2 of Pentacles? And we've got the Knight of Swords. Someone is juggling, trying to decide whether they will communicate, whether they will take action, or whether they will cut and sever ties with the past. With this confusion and this juggling, one cannot be juggling for too long. Now, if you are looking at an earth sign, they could also have air in their chart, but they may have been dealing with a past connection which was air. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I would say Libra is the most obvious here. Okay, so Let's have a look at that Ace of Pentacles, everyone. And we've got the Three of Cups. There is a celebration for a brand new beginning. Okay, this is a group effort as well. And that could mean that your family, people from your family, you could be connecting with them and sharing this wonderful news that this is the romance of a lifetime. This is true love for you when you've been in an unrequited, unreceptive connection. It's time to break free from that. And I'm going to say that you've got the support of friends, people that feel like family to you here as well. Now, just generally looking at your reading here, the devil, which is with the tower, I love to see that. As we know, the devil is all about restrictions. It's all about fears. It's all about fear of change. Capricorn is earth. They don't like change, but Pluto being up there with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn and Jupiter, they're bringing in the change, which is very much needed here. Now, the devil can also mean a very strong sexual connection as well. I want to take another card on this Empress with the Nine of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. And dear Leo, King of Swords many times is the Aquarian energy, doesn't have to be. Now, as I said before, you may be dealing with someone new or someone that you've known for a while and the relationship is new. King of Swords is someone that is communicating to you, and King of Swords can also be someone who's very intellectual. They wear a uniform, could be someone who is in the medical field or in the legal field. This could also be, of course, an attorney. But this could also be someone that is cutting their hardship out of your life. This is through communication, of course. And usually the King of Swords is someone who speaks their truth, even though it could be cutting. The truth can be quite difficult to hear. Let's have a look. I want to have a look at the Hierophant and the Four of Wands in the now position. We have Falsita, which can speak of deception, yes. We have La Reunion, a meeting nevertheless, and we've got the L'Amante. So what I feel here is we've got three people here. Now the La Reunion can also mean that you've been in a committed long-term relationship where you've been there have been trust issues, as the Falsita can speak of lack of trust. Maybe you've tried to, to work this out. You've been in a vicious circle. You've been trying to iron out those creases. But then the L'Amante comes in, someone who is much more romantic, someone who is single, it looks like here, that is bringing in the change. Okay, now for some of you this could also mean that you've already emotionally closed the door from the past. You're trying to heal as there may have been trust issues, but this could be a reunion and someone is showing up as not cold but more romantic this time. Someone may have not trusted or believed in as their childhood conditioning. They may have come from a different background to you, and they may have not believed in marriage, in commitment. And that could be the confusion here and the Tower moment. So what I'd like to do is I want to have a look at the position of you with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. We have Amica, which is, this is the card of harmony, balance, Libra. But this is your confidant, your best friend, and this can also speak of marriage, this card, as it does speak of stability. A lot of you could be reuniting. They're coming back. You could be reuniting with a soulmate connection, someone that feels very soulmate-like. Doesn't have to be, could also be here, what I feel with the Four of Wands here. Someone that you feel as though they're family. So usually when we have that sense of this person feels like family to me, that's where the past comes in. As if they're familiar to you. Now, this is either someone you've known for a long time or someone that feels like family to you. Okay? And it's interesting that they're very slow moving and they're moving into a commitment. That's what this says. The commitment will not come as long as there are legalities and unresolved things of the past. We have Allegrezza al cuore, merriment and happiness. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune is a very lucky time for you. This is like the wheel, which speaks of someone who is from a different background, different culture. This is very beneficial and it's a very lucky time for you. So give it a go. If you're needing to gamble on something, to take a risk, if not gamble at the casino, then take a risk. Take a risk. This love is worth taking a risk on. Take that chance. Okay, Leo. If this is in relation to work, the future is showing up as very stable. You may be working in something to do with a group. I would say more than likely that you are the leader within the group. This lockdown, the time you've had to think and process, has made you mature, has made them mature emotionally. And you're moving from the Eight of Cups, which is a growth spurt, into the Three of Cups. Now this is the eclipse moon, so this could be talking for some of you about the time of the eclipses that we're moving into in less than a month. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at what the Empress has got to say as you're all in different situations. Let's see what the Empress wants to communicate. We have, I need time to process, to think, please be patient with me. This could be something that is being told towards the Empress as she has got to be patient before she can give birth, before she can create. Let's have a look at this Knight of Pentacles. We come from two very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love. Wow. As I was saying, different worlds. Let's have a look at this King of Swords, as I feel as though this is the devil from the past that you are releasing. Win or lose, I'm going to take the chance on love or chance at the casino. So you may have been dealing with someone that was all about taking those chances. This King of Swords, if this is another side to your slow-moving knight, then this is saying that they're willing to take a chance on you, on your love. As this is a number 2, we've also got the 2 here and the Knight of Swords here. Let me take just one more on that position of the King of Swords. I think I need more clarity. This is my truth. Take another card. It does say to take another card for this King of Swords. Let's take more information, everyone. And we have my wish is for us to be together forever. Now, yes, of course, they could be wishing to be with you. Are you going to want to be with them is the question. As the Four of Cups, yes, we can say that this is an offer that maybe hasn't been accepted. Maybe it's coming back around. Maybe you're looking at something much more secure. You have turned your back on something and news is coming in about something new that you will be moving towards. 3 of Cups, celebration, a divine union. Further back in the past, this is a card of deception. This is a card of also someone trying to be intelligent and maybe leave anything that was hurtful, trying to bring the balance and the harmony. And this may have been things that have been kept very quiet and very secretive with where a strong connection is concerned. So that's why I feel that you're more than likely dealing with someone that you've known. As I said, it didn't have to be a relationship, it could have been an acquaintance, okay? So dear Leo, let's have a look at the angel answers. I'd like to take a card for you. Please ask your question. You can stop the video if you need to. I might take a couple. Let's see if I can answer your question. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. What does Leo need to know? We have it's up to you. It's all up to you, dear Leo. And let's take another card. And we have you're ready. Okay, so I will leave it at that. No need to worry, Leo. No need to worry. All right, dear Leo, I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do feel that whatever you're working towards here, this is you building a brand new foundation, whether this is business or whether this is love, any sort of a connection. The Ace of Pentacles is very promising and very long-lasting. So you're ready for this now. You've done the work. You've done the work. Now this could mean you're ready or they're ready. As we do have cross-watchers watching this reading. All right, everyone. Thank you again. All the best.